The National Electrical Code, or NEC, defines a show window as a window, or windows, designed and used primarily for the display of goods or services and which may be viewed from the exterior of a building, according to NEC 410.14. NEC 410.14 mandates specific receptacle provisions for show windows, requiring a minimum of one receptacle for every 12 linear feet of show window display area. These receptacles must be positioned not less than 1 foot above the floor and not more than 6 feet 6 inches above the floor. When considering a restaurant space with windows facing the building's exterior, it's crucial to assess whether these windows qualify as show windows based on their primary use. If the windows are used to showcase food, beverages, or other items to attract customers, they likely fall under the NEC definition of a show window. Conversely, if the windows serve solely for ventilation, natural lighting, or architectural purposes, they typically wouldn't be classified as show windows under the NEC. In practical terms, determining whether a window constitutes a show window hinges on its primary function. Windows displaying goods or services for customer attraction necessitate adherence to NEC 410.14. Windows used for ventilation, lighting, or aesthetics generally do not. Given the potential for interpretation, consulting with the local electrical inspector is strongly recommended. The inspector can provide definitive guidance on whether the windows in question meet the definition of a show window and thus require special receptacle provisions. If uncertainty persists, it's often advisable to err on the side of caution and install the required receptacles. This proactive approach helps avoid potential code violations and ensures compliance with electrical safety standards. Moreover, the electrical inspector may request documentation or evidence demonstrating that the windows aren't intended for display purposes. Such documentation can serve to exempt the windows from the show window requirements, provided it clearly establishes their alternative function. In summary, understanding the NEC definition of a show window, applying the relevant requirements of NEC 410.14, and consulting with local authorities are essential steps in ensuring code compliance and electrical safety in retail and restaurant spaces. The proper placement and installation of receptacles in show windows are critical for providing safe and convenient power for display lighting and other equipment. Furthermore, adhering to the NEC guidelines for show window receptacles helps maintain the overall safety and functionality of the electrical system in commercial buildings. The NEC focus on show window receptacles reflects the importance of ensuring that these areas are adequately powered and protected against electrical hazards. By understanding and complying with these requirements, electrical contractors and building owners can contribute to creating safer and more efficient commercial spaces. When evaluating the applicability of NEC 410.14 to a specific situation, it's important to consider the intent and purpose of the show windows. If the windows are clearly designed and used for displaying goods or services, the receptacle requirement should be strictly followed. However, if the windows serve a different purpose, such as providing natural light or ventilation, it may be possible to obtain an exemption from the local electrical inspector. In such cases, it's essential to provide documentation or evidence that supports the claim that the windows are not intended for display purposes. This could include architectural drawings, photographs, or written statements from the building owner or tenant. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to install receptacles in show windows rests with the local electrical inspector, who has the authority to interpret and enforce the NEC. Therefore, it's always best to consult with the inspector early in the planning process to ensure that the installation meets all applicable requirements. In addition to the receptacle requirements, the NEC also includes other provisions related to show windows, such as requirements for lighting and wiring methods. These requirements are designed to ensure that show windows are safe and functional and that they comply with all applicable electrical codes. By following these guidelines, electrical contractors and building owners can create show windows that are both attractive and safe for customers and employees. Furthermore, proper installation and maintenance of show window electrical systems can help prevent electrical fires and other hazards. Therefore, it is essential to take these requirements seriously and to ensure that all work is performed by qualified and licensed electricians. In conclusion, Understanding and complying with the NEC requirements for show windows is crucial for ensuring the safety and functionality of commercial buildings. By consulting with local electrical inspectors, providing appropriate documentation, and following best practices for installation and maintenance, electrical contractors and building owners can create show windows that are both attractive and safe for all. The NEC requirements for show windows are intended to protect people and property from electrical hazards, and it's important to take these requirements seriously. By working together, electrical contractors, building owners, and local authorities can ensure that show windows are installed and maintained in accordance with all applicable codes and standards. The NEC requirements are not static. They are constantly evolving to reflect new technologies, safety concerns, and industry best practices. Therefore, it's important for electrical contractors and building owners to stay up to date on the latest changes to the NEC and to ensure that their installations comply with the most current requirements. There are several resources available to help electrical contractors and building owners stay informed about the NEC, including publications, training courses, and online forums. By taking advantage of these resources, they can ensure that they have the knowledge and skills necessary to comply with the NEC and to provide safe and reliable electrical services. In addition to the NEC, there may be other local codes and regulations that apply to show windows. It's important to check with the local authorities to ensure that all applicable requirements are met. Local codes may address issues such as energy efficiency, accessibility, and aesthetics. By complying with both the NEC and local codes, electrical contractors and building owners can create show windows that are safe, functional, and aesthetically pleasing. The installation of electrical systems and show windows should be performed by qualified and licensed electricians who have the knowledge and experience necessary to do the job safely and correctly. The electrical work can be dangerous, and it's important to take all necessary precautions to prevent electrical shocks, fires, and other hazards. Qualified electricians will be familiar with the NEC and local codes and will be able to ensure that the installation complies with all applicable requirements. In addition to the receptacle requirements, the NEC also includes provisions for lighting in show windows. These provisions are designed to ensure that show windows are adequately illuminated and that the lighting is safe and energy efficient. The NEC specifies minimum lighting levels for show windows and also includes requirements for the types of fixtures and lamps that can be used. By following these guidelines, electrical contractors and building owners can create show windows that are both attractive and well lit. The maintenance of electrical systems in show windows is also important. Regular inspections should be performed to identify any potential problems such as loose wires, damaged insulation, or corroded connections. Any problems that are found should be repaired promptly to prevent electrical hazards. The maintenance of electrical systems should be performed by qualified and licensed electricians. The use of energy-efficient lighting in show windows can help to reduce energy consumption and save money. LED lighting is a popular choice for show windows because it is energy-efficient, long-lasting, and produces a bright, attractive light. There are many different types of LED fixtures and lamps available, so it's important to choose the right ones for the specific application. The NEC also includes requirements for the grounding of electrical systems in show windows. Grounding is an important safety measure that helps to prevent electrical shocks. All electrical equipment in show windows should be properly grounded in accordance with the NEC. The NEC also includes requirements for the overcurrent protection of electrical systems in show windows. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. These devices should be properly sized and installed in accordance with the NEC. The NEC is a complex and comprehensive document, and it's important to have a thorough understanding of its requirements before performing any electrical work. There are many resources available to help electrical contractors and building owners learn about the NEC, including training courses, seminars, and online forums. By taking advantage of these resources, they can ensure that they have the knowledge and skills necessary to comply with the NEC and to provide safe and reliable electrical services. The local electrical inspector is a valuable resource for information about the NEC and local codes. The inspector can answer questions about specific requirements and can provide guidance on how to comply with the codes. It's always a good idea to consult with the inspector before starting any electrical work. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it's important to stay up to date on the latest changes. The latest version of the NEC can be purchased from the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, and other sources. It is also available online. Understanding the NEC is an ongoing process, and it's important to continue learning and improving your knowledge of the code throughout your career. By doing so, you can help to ensure that electrical systems are installed and maintained safely and reliably. In addition to the technical aspects of the NEC, it's also important to understand the legal and ethical implications of electrical work. Electrical contractors have a responsibility to protect the public from electrical hazards and to ensure that their work complies with all applicable codes and regulations. By adhering to these principles, electrical contractors can earn the trust and respect of their customers and the community. The NEC is a living document, and it's constantly evolving to meet the changing needs of the electrical industry. By staying up to date on the latest changes to the NEC, electrical contractors can help to shape the future of the electrical industry and to ensure that electrical systems are installed and maintained safely and efficiently. Electrical safety is everyone's responsibility, and it's important to take all necessary precautions to prevent electrical accidents. By following the NEC and other safety guidelines, we can help to create a safer world for ourselves and for future generations. First, show windows used for display are a key factor. Secondly, window usage solely for aesthetics is not. Thirdly, consulting with an inspector is advisable. Fourthly, documentation can support window usage. Fifthly, NEC compliance ensures safety.